想嘆茶，認準為飛地，好味道就揀飲茶先。
但男仔成日都講呢啲嘢，笑死人啦！
就揀飲茶先。
正版手機殼，喂，啱唔啱啊？
宵夜食啲咩？梗係飲茶先，地道為飛地風味，喚醒你夜的味蕾。
Could you move? You're blocked potential customers.
喂，暑假去邊玩到啊？
Hello, what's up everyone?
Visit Devon Pond for a night of rare auctions.
Oh my goodness, Billy is finally here.
Relics crafted with old capital.
But there is some elephant in the room that we need to address,
二樓
right?
包廂雅座，定期接受預訂，包間詳情歡迎致電查詢。
Let's go to some place more quiet. S-rank Starlight Billy. You're streaming early? It's actually pretty late here, my place. Am I in EU? No, I'm in Asia. And when I say late, it's actually like late. It's like 9 p.m. over here. Yeah, what's up, Jojo? Taking a flight soon. Yeah, I have a good flight, man. I guess some of you are like EU and Asia as well. Okay, Billy. One thing, let's get into it, shall we? Mind you, I'm going to open leak content, so hopefully you guys are okay with this. Okay, first things first, let's look at the official drip marketing from Zenus. Where's Zenus? Now, he is just, I say, he is very cool. 100%. And have we waited for him for a long time? Yes, we are. Ever since Soldier Zero Anbi came out, people already speculate that will the Cunning Hares, the other member of the OG Cunning Hares, will get a S-rank version? And the answer is, well, look at this. We have S-rank Billy now. Right? But there are disappointments because of the reveal.
Oh, manager, that was quick.
I think it's mutatory, guys. I apologize.
No problem. Just doing what a Starlight Knight should do.
I think the most disappointing part is that he is physical Rupture, right? In the short term, in a very short term, no, just short term. In short term, physical Rupture is kind of like digging his own grave. I will say it bluntly. I love Billy, but Hoyo revealing him to be a physical Rupture is like making him dig his own grave to obsolete. Praying for the people who don't have Lucia, yeah, that's one of the problem because the only support for Rupture is just Lucia. That's the problem, right? If he used sword or big blade, would be so cool. Then gun, I guess. Well, I think he has a sword actually. Surely there's new Rupture support. Hopefully the Rupture class is not going to be like a one and done in season 2. Hopefully there's going to be and this is kind of like coping, right? I really like I would love a hybrid support. But that's like over the top and kind of overtuned, right? Overtuned. And then it's just kind of stupid. I mean, a support with the wording like if the previous character or the next character is an attacker, give all squad an attack, and then if it's like if the next character is Rupture, give all squad a sheer force, something like that. But you know, it's just a hopeful thinking, right? It's just hopeful thinking. It might not happen like that, and in the end, we will only be playing Lucia again. Damn, I don't really want Billy to just. I don't want Billy to be in a very limited like team comms because what you only play like Dialin Lucia or Jufufu Lucia, right? It's kind of you know. Well, another thing that I don't like Billy's Rupture is no synergy with Nicole. And I know there's lighter fans out there who are disappointed that he cannot be paired up with Lighter. Well, if he's going to be physical anyway, right? Oh wait, co-op is actually might exist someday in the future. Anyway. I think the only kind of disappointment that I have is one of the disappointment, like one of the big like oh man for me is actually just the Rupture class. Because Rupture has no synergy with Nicole. That's the only thing that disappoints me. Rupture has zero synergy with Nicole. Like it is actually very detrimental to bring Nicole in the team, right? Because she doesn't do anything. The only thing she does is disc buffs and vault buff. They will add damage percent to sheer damage percent for lighter synergy. This is my cope. Man, hopefully. This Billy gets nothing from Nicole, which is insane. And we have to wait like a year or even more for an S-rank Nicole, which I hope it will come true. If there is an S-rank Nicole, please let her work with both S and B and Starlight Billy, please. Soldier and B and Starlight's Billy should work with S-rank Nicole. Hopefully in the future. That's my only hope. If S-rank Nicole is to be predicted in the future, right? Okay, but my copy is Caesar buff that include Billy. Okay, if Caesar has a quick swap, she might be better now. Okay, hold on. Gotta be at the end of season 3. Oh, for Nicole. I think Nicole would be since she's a waifu, right? Since she's a waifu, because Nicole is a waifu, so I don't think she would be like at the end of a season, right? If she's going to come out in season 3, because she's a waifu, she's definitely not going to be in like before the Void Hunters, 100%. Look at how they did NB. There's a pattern. Yeah, NB is like 1.6, right? Because she's 1.6, I think we're fine. I think we're fine. Until the next Void Hunter, yeah. I guess that will take a while. One thing for sure though, even if there's some doubts, like in terms of like synergy and stuff, one thing for sure, I will definitely still M6. I will M6 Billy, 100%. I've waited for almost 2 years. Well, a year, because Sandy is like a nail in the coffin for me to be very, very, very hopeful about S-rank Billy, and now he's here. Rupture is kind of disappointing, but he's finally here, and I will definitely M6 him. M6 kind of makes sense. Yeah. Look, I haven't M6 my Sanbi yet. I think the next time she will reruns, I will definitely do that. I think I need to. I really love them. Like this is not like a do it for the channel, do it for content, do it for views kind of thing. Like, you know, my money, my business, right? And I just want to do this. It's so, I love this character so much. So, you heard a car? It's in game. There's a cat in game. Don't worry about it. Okay. By the way, if you look at Billy right now, is he cool? I think he is very cool, right? He's very cool. 100%. If you look at his design here, like, absolute cinema, bro. Bro, the views just doubled Promea, man. Billy just doubles Promea. Absolutely mocked, bro. I think one of the kind of like I don't really want to say a reality check. It's just like an obvious thing in the community, right? And I think it's just a gacha game problem in some way, because let me tell you this, I think Billy fans are still so few. I say few, even though Billy has so many views on his short right here on his strip marketing. Actual Billy fans are so few, only few, because I know there are people who are very vocal on, I will pull Billy, I already saved for Billy, right? But that's also the same thing with like the Angels of Illusion as well. And in reality, right? If we look at sales and stuff, Angels of Illusion doesn't really do that much because they're normal agents, not void hunters. And Billy, even though he's like the most fan service agent in the game, he's like everyone's favorite, right? He's everyone's favorite. I think people are just hyped because this is like an upscale version of Billy. But will people actually pull him? I think it's only for the actual like Billy for the aesthetic fans, right? And Billy as a character fans. I think Billy in the meta. I think okay. When if we talk about meta, I think Billy is going to be overshadowed by a lot of agents. 100%. He is male. He is a robot. Even though he's like the most fan service agents in the game we have right now, he will definitely be overshadowed by some waifu with big ass, huge tits, and no clothes, right? So the only thing that he power creeps is himself, right? You're correct. The only thing he power creeps is just himself. So this is basically like a fan service like character for the community. Meta wise, I think I still hope that he's going to be really good, even outside of Lucia teams. Like if you play with Astra, you play with Nicole. Even if you play with Nicole, right, he would still like do damage. Love, it looks like a Devil Horde. We're looking at leaks. We will be looking at leaks, but if there's anyone who doesn't like looking at leaks, maybe you can. It's fine to not watch the stream. So, just spoiler alert, we are going to look at leaks. So if you guys don't want to look at leaks, just let me know. Okay. That's kind of contradictory seeing the views on him and Promise street marketing, right? I think, yeah, I say you're correct. It's it is kind of contradictory because he has so many views, so he's going to be successful, right? Well, that could also be like, you know, the results. We can only decide that from the actual results, not like the performance of the views and stuff, right? And I respect people who save for Billy. That means you're one of us, right? If you save your polls for Billy, I respect you because you're one of us. You're one of us. You're one of us. One of us. Now, will he be overshadowed? Most likely. Most likely he will be overshadowed by some waifus in the next patch or the patch before. The patch before is like Chisia, right? His next patch. So, and I'm fine with that. If he gets overshadowed, I'm fine. If he's going to be like super meta, I'm happy. If he can be played outside of Lucia team, amazing. If he can only be played effectively in Lucia teams, then sure, I guess, right? It's still early, yes. It's just prediction. We're not talking in absolutes here. By the way, okay, I'm about to give you guys something. Really unsettling here. You know he has a horn, right? Some say that it's a devil horn. And I think that's cool. It's a devil horn, man. Muted? No, I'm not muted. Am I muted? No, I hope not. No. It's Kamen Rider antenna. Yeah, that's it. It's an antenna. The thing that scares me at the moment is the fact that at the moment he has double HP conversion into sheer force but has 0 attack conversion. Oh yeah. Some people say that it's a bug. They're not being subtle at all about being a Kamen Rider. Yes, I think when we look at Starlight Knights, right, we see like the Sentai, like Power Ranger stuff. But all the way over here right now, Billy is much more into the Kamen Rider, not the Super Sentai. Which is kind of funny because Starlight Knights is very Super Sentai coded, right? With the colors, uniforms, things like that, right? Like Starlight Kiku has robots as well. And then we have Billy, which is a Kamen Rider, which I think is still so fucking cool. That is very reference into Kamen Rider. How about we look at leaks? So Okay. There's so many things that we could be talking about here. Now, I haven't played 2.7 story at all. I will be playing that tomorrow, so make sure you subscribe and hit the bell button so you get notified. All the YouTube stuff. I will be doing story quests tomorrow. So spoiler alert. So if you don't want to get spoiled with the story quests, don't come. Don't come. Okay, I think who said it? Raven in the chat is scared at the fact of this, right? And it's not even doubles. It's like 0.12. It's just like 2%, not even 2%. It's just 20% more. Now, I think there are comments that says that this is like a bug. Yeah, it's beta stuff, so some say that this will be changed because if this is true, his team will be super restrictive. He cannot be played with Caesar, he cannot be played with like Zhao, Suna, or something like that, right? Even though Lucia will always be the best in slot, but just as a change of like flow, and you should be playing Billy with other teams just for your comfort, right? So yeah, hopefully this will change. Hopefully, I am very very hopeful that this is going to be changed, because this should not be it. This should not be it, because if we already do not mind that sheer force cannot be changed into attack, but please do not make attack cannot be converted to sheer force. You know why? Because it's bad. You know why it's bad? Because the whole concept of leveling up your agents and leveling up your W engine would be absolutely useless for Billy. So what's the point of leveling up your W engine besides for the substats? That is absolutely broken. That's broken design. Like it should be fixed. So yeah. I play Yishuan with Astra. Yeah, it's fine. It's a good support for Yishuan. So it's not if the engine gives fetch HP. That's even worse. You get like what, 700 HP at max, right? If it's max like 700 HP, that's like what, 70 sheer force? Even if it gives like a 1,000 or 1,500, it's like 150 sheer force. The path here is gonna go well. Hopefully, they could prove us wrong. What do you mean Billy has a binding vow? Why is this so funny? Oh my goodness. Okay, I agree with this one. Honestly, with how everyone has to share Lucia, unless you're Yinhu build. Oh, okay. I need to level up my Yinhu just to be base. I honestly think that the real route to go would give him a better attack to sheer force conversion. Now this is base. Yeah. So you can still use like Zhao or Suna, right? This Panda, I mean Panda is still nice. Panda is still good. I think one of the the downside of playing Panda is just the buff uptime which you have, because he needs like a lot of like energy regen and shit. At that point, just make him attack a judge. Yeah, okay. Let's see the discussion here. You know, playing gacha game is so like, it's such a self battle, I should say. You know, ZZZ is a PvE game, right? It always has been. Like most of the Hoyo games, it always has been a PvE game. And I think it just like baits you into thinking like you achieve something if you get high score in this game. And to some people, that's their satisfaction, which I respect. I also have the satisfaction. I also get the satisfaction if I get high scores on DA or speedrun my Shiyu. I also get that satisfaction, but I feel like people just throwing out like, this is just bad design, this is just lazy. It's like fighting with ourselves right now. Yeah, like, and yeah, okay. All of you in the chat is how do I say it in English? Oh my god, I blanked out. How do I say it in English? Oh god damn it. Bro, I think it in Japanese and then I think it in my native language, but I cannot really remember it in English. What's the word? You have the right of your opinion? Oh my goodness. How do I say it? Because satisfaction is very subjective. If we look at, for example, like Jojo's comment here, getting more than 20k as F2 base more is good enough for me. It's like, oh, that's your goalpost, right? And you get your satisfaction from that. Or maybe Hal is saying that you do great combos is your satisfaction. But then if there's no damage dealt, it's just stupid, right? People say that about binary, by the way. Yeah, also Tyler in the chat say, my satisfaction is to clear with as many fun and wacky team combination as possible. So that's your satisfaction, right? So, I think the decisions that Hoyo is making is like making people quit and at the same time making people come back. In the end, it's like we're just statistics, right? We're just profits to them. It's like one of the most like dystopian way to say it, like we're just numbers to Hoyo. But I think we need to give like a little bit of respect to the developers, because even though they do this for profit, they cannot be doing this like without the passion for the game. Like you at least have to give respect to developers. I'm saying developers, right? I'm not saying the company. Like the company might give directions on how to get the most profits, but the passion is still there, and I think I still need to respect that at the very least, because I really love this game. Hold on, let me grab a bite. Different people, different thoughts. Correct. And as much as I want you guys to keep playing the game, I cannot stop you. Like, if there's a decision that or direction that Hoyo is making that makes you want to quit, makes you do not love the game anymore, ditch the game. I'm not going to stop you. Like I cannot even make arguments that why you should keep playing the game, because in the end it's your decision, right? I still play the game because fortunately my mindset, okay, this is mine. My mindset is, as long as I can still have fun against bosses, even if I don't clear, or somewhere in the future that I don't clear, I'm fine, because how the combat works, the voice lines, the music, the story is still going to stick with me. Right? So I'll keep playing the game. Just for that. Maybe somewhere in the future I'll quit. Maybe. But that's the future, not now. Hoyo hates male characters, confirmed series doom. Well, it is what it is. Yeah, I don't really want to say it is what it is. We have to make a change somehow. I don't know why. I think, okay, don't take this what I'm about to say is not like an absolute fact. I think this is like a very unhinged opinion from myself. Like, and I think it's also pretty obvious, like, the silent majority of players who spend only play this game for cute girls. Well, it's kind of obvious, right? Because women sells. The Hoyo market is just like a bunch of females. No, I mean a bunch of like otakus, right? Cute gal and dudes. Nah. Femboys? Is there any femboys in the Hoyo games? Fenty? Is there any femboys in HSR? I know Fenty is like a femboy in Genshin, right? Haru? Haru is not a femboy, man. He's just short. I don't think Haru is. He's not the femboy, bro. If you say short guys are femboys, then Chongyun or Bennett is like a femboy, right? But they're not femboys. What do you mean Haru is a femboy? We know that someone like Fenty is a femboy because he is so twink, he's so like feminine. in his design. He's just short. Harumasa is just shorter than other agents in the game. He's not a femboy. Will we get femboy in ZZZ? Yeah, the closest one that we have, right? It's Harumasa. Because he's skinny, sure. He's still not a femboy, but okay, let's look at more leaks. Okay, to people who doesn't think that he doesn't have a blade, look at this. Boom! Oh! He has a blade. Do we have like shortest of already like pretty boys in this game? Not really, right? We have Hugo, but you know, gay is not is not is not really femboy. Being gay is not really direct meaning of being a femboy. Like on Hugo fanfic, okay? Deny it all you want. It's real. By the way, let's stop with the fanboy discussion. Let's go back to Billy. Okay. I think he can retract his blade, right? So it's like a bayonet. So it pulls out a blade, but it still works as a gun. You kind of have two swords, so double the slashing. I think I was just trying him shooting that because I thought it is a gun. It's a gun blade. Okay, it's a gun blade. It's a very urban fantasy-esque stuff. It's a gun blade. So if you're drawing him shooting with his arm cannon, it works. Okay, he can retract the blade here. You can see it here. I kind of dislike the fact that Rupture teams are all the same. Yeah, that's why we're kind of disappointed that Billy is Rupture, because right now there is no variety in Best in Slot. That's not a gunlet, that's a pile bunker. Ooh. Well, sure, right? I think what I really love about the S-rank Billy design is it's always so cool looking at an arm with a gun as an elbow. An elbow gun is always cool to me. I don't know why. I'm not so much of a mecha fan, but I think when I look at some designs that are like an elbow gun, like specifically an elbow gun, is always like so cool because realistically, it's like very hard to shoot. Like what do? You cannot even lick your elbow, right? It's like you have to dab like really specific to aim, right? but it just looks so cool. M6 silly? Yes. In the future, I will M6 silly. If he were an attacker, he'd have so many options. I think the problem is that Hoyo haven't decided to give variety to the Rupture class. Rupture is very new. So I think Hoyo just cannot win. Because if we want to give variety to Rupture, right? Just imagine, what if Season 2 is like Rupture, support for Rupture, stunner for Rupture, and then Rupture, support for Rupture, and then defender for Rupture, for example. Season 2 would be called like the worst season ever for Zenless Zone Zero. If they release characters in Season 2, it's like Rupture, and then maybe Anomaly, and then Rupture again, and then Attacker, and then Rupture, and then Rupture. But at the same time, right now they do not do that, and now we have the least variety in Rupture best in slot. It's like we cannot win. The developers cannot win. We cannot win. What the fuck, right? So the only thing that we can do, and this is precisely the gacha strategy of a gacha company, is to make us wait. To make us wait. To give us FOMO, to make us wait for someday in the future we will have variety. So we still keep playing the game, we still keep grinding the shit out of the game just to save up for that maybe variety in the future. So my advice, let's keep having fun with what you have right now. If you cannot have fun, maybe step away from the game. I'm not going to stop you. Maybe move the goalpost of your satisfaction. It's fine. It's okay, I should say. Take easy, having fun is just enough. S-rank Nicole will feed families. Oh my goodness. I hope for the day that S-rank Nicole is coming, man. I feel like Rupture is attacker, but it's shiny. No, I think Rupture is just attacker, but different color. It literally is. It's not shinier. It's just different color. Rupture slop. Thoughts and hopes on S-rank Billy gameplay? I hope he's not too shallow, but not overly complex as well. You know, Billy, the A-rank Billy, is very simple. He's very simple but has depths, right? Also, him being like one of two range agents, attacker agents, like melee DPS agents, is something unique for A-rank Billy. Now, how can they make S-rank Billy unique? I think if in the end it's going to be a whole basic, I'm fine. If it's going to be a whole basic, hopefully it's not going to be too brain dead of of Hold Basic. I know there's a Hold Basic animation for Billy. Hopefully it's not going to be too brain dead. Or maybe it's just cool enough to compensate the gameplay, right? But hopefully they can be. Hopefully the gameplay could. We haven't seen like what kind of resources that he have, how much variety in his EX skills. What is his EX skill? What is his basic attacks? Right? What is his dash attacks? And how does the bike works? So I cannot really say much. But looking at his design, hopefully there's depth. There's depth to the gameplay. I feel like it's kind of destructive thing to think that moving away from the game is the solution rather than having the game being better and everyone vocalizing for that. Well, that's why I'm vocalizing. Like, right now, I say my disappointment. Like, why is Billy Rupture? He has no variety. And I keep playing the game. If this stream is like very small that Hoyo doesn't care, like sure, right? I'm just a small creator. But I am still saying my piece. I'm not going to say like, oh, Billy is like the best thing in the world. Well, even though he is the best thing in the world for me in the future, but you know, I still have my concerns. I was hoping they make him more Dante coded, keep the dual pistols, but swing a sword as well. Oh, I think he does have his other pistol. But the thing is, it's like a cannon and a hand cannon, right? So it doesn't really fit like the Dante stuff because Dante is like his Ebony and Ivory is like just a dual gun, and then he can just switch the swords. But Billy, I think it's just mixing the A-rank Billy and the S-rank Billy, and then you get Dante, right? So you get like half a Dante and then another half of a Dante, and then you get a full Dante. I think A-rank Billy is like 25% of Dante, and then S-rank Billy is like 75% of Dante. And then we finally have 100% of Dante. They got the DMC5 bike moveset. Yeah, the Chevalier moveset. Bro. Wheelies, man. All of that donuts. Holy. It's so cool. Okay. This is like the blade stuff. Let's see, the other animation is that ooh, has swag. Look at that standing pose. Bro, the swag, bro. Like, I see the fit, Billy. I see the fit. I see the fit, man. I see the fit. What is this gif? What is this gif, bro? Oh my god. Feels the aura, 100% feels the aura. Look at this. This is aura, man. He's trying so hard to look cool and it's working. 100%. With his double engine, I want the internet to glow. Oh man. What part of his body would glow? If the horn, sure. The hair, 100%. The jacket? The jacket is, I think the tip of the gun would be also with light up. I'm still iffy on the antennas. The antennas? Yeah, there's a little bit uncanniness about the antenna, but I think it's still a cool design to me. Oh, the scarf! Yeah, the scarf will light up. 100% the scarf will light up. The fur? Bro, he's wearing fur stuff, man. It looks slapped on in combat. Unslappable, yeah, it looks very slappable, like boing, 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 boing. Well, there must be a reason. Hopefully we get more lore bits, tidbits about the antennas and a whole transformation. This is clearly his SOC outfit. I think this is not a Sons of Caledon outfit. This is his Caledon outfits. We have to remember that they're different factions, you know. They're different factions. They're not Sons of Caledons, they're Caledon. Slapped on is not enough details. Oh, I see. Okay. It's like an asset and just stamp it like Squidward's nose in the statue, right? The Super Sentai, I think there's a bunch of Super Sentais that has horns, right? Or at least a horns as the extension of the eyes. I'm pretty sure Lyra is SOC. Big Daddies, I think. Oh, yeah. I mean, Lyra is Sons of Caledon, but isn't Billy a Caledon? Also, Cillian still cutting hairs. Yes! I think... Okay. Some people are disappointed about that because, you know, Sanbi is like defense force, right? So why not Sanbi a cutting hairs? Why Sanbi has to be Obo? And then why not Billy be a Sons of Caledon? That's like some of the disappointment that I see in the community. I'm fine. I'm happy that he's still cutting hairs. Like, absolutely. That means Anby is going to be activated. Nicole is going to be activated. Billy is going to be activated. Well, you're not going to play Billy. You're not going to play Billy with S-rank Billy, but Billy joined with Lighter? No, I think. Is he? Wait, Milk. Wait, Milk. Is Lighter? No, Lighter should come before Billy because when Lighter came, Billy is the champion of Caledon, or at least Sons of Caledon, right? Little brother, I think it's like translation issue. I think it's not really little brother. It's like little brother in a sense, like when Billy came to Outer Ring when he's not Sons of Caledon anymore. It's like just like what's the word again? It's just like a banter. He calls him senior. Yeah, okay, there's... I remember he's calling him like a senior, like a senpai. At least in the Japanese version, he calls him like senpai. Like the first time they met, they call him Paisen. It's like a chore boy, like a... something like that. Billy knew Caesar's dad. Yeah, Billy knew Caesar's dad. I think... also, Billy gives his arm to Caesar, right? His spare arm to Caesar. And Caesar has been disabled for like a long time, since she was like a kid. So, if we go by the timeline, I should say that Caesar still lives during the Caledon times. And then the Caledon times fell, and then Big Daddy took over and become Sons of Caledon. Okay, if there's any lore person in the chat that knows this more than I do, please do, because this is like a knowledge from like what, a year ago, more than a year ago. I'm not too updated into that. Billy's super old sister was a kid. He was OG Caledon. Yeah. So Billy is already in Caledon even before Caesar was even exists, before Caesar even born, right? Well, the age of construct, we don't have to really discuss about the age of Billy, right? Because Billy just lives for have lived for a long time. It's on news 2.7 stores. I can tell because it's kind of small. Okay, yeah, you can. It's fine. It's fine. You can hold that fact off because it's on 2.7. Let's talk about the facts from like 1.2. It's from the old Sibla, like short girl cop. You mean Ching Yi? Oh, bro, respect her name, man. Short girl cop. It's Ching Yi. Just say her name. I mean, if you don't remember, just say like the PopSec, the PopSec agent, like the PopSec robot. Like don't say like the short girl cop. What the hell? Just type Q and Y. It's not even that hard in Ching Yi, man. you can even misspell it, like use a C, like Ching Yi with a CH. And we still know what you're talking about. I don't think Billy is a combat unit because there's also a female version of Billy in a few posters. Acting unit gone, rogue. Ooh. Billy as an acting unit? I think Civilization, if we want to go like theoretically, right? Old Civilization is barbaric. They're futuristic, but they're barbaric. War left and right. Arya being like an elimination squad? Elimination squad? For what? Other humans? That's so stupid. Because Hollow Disaster have been like centuries, right? For the Hoshimi bloodline, like way before Miyabi, right? So the fall of Eridu is something new in a sense of Hollow Disaster, but Hollow Disaster itself is already like centuries of disaster. It's apocalyptic. So my theory is that old Civilization is so barbaric that every robot is just made for murder. Even though it's like technologically advanced, it's just a bunch of hops dude just trying to get the best, outdid themselves. Because we have like Banyue, we have Arya, all of them are like combat units. And then we have like Vesper, who are very specifically just for singing. And she can also fight somehow? Okay. There needs to be like a very detailed lore about that, so I cannot really say too much about lore. I think the Void Hunters at most like 50 or years old. I think there's also possibilities that tyrants like Sunbringer could be like a Centrio. Like that's still a possibility. Now Joyous though, I don't know about Joyous. Joyous, I don't know if Joyous is a tyrant or a human, but Joyous still alive is like, what happened, right? As per Don't Fight, it's a virtual spicy. Oh yeah, I remember that. So it's like fighting a virus. There is a mention of centuries. Well, even if it's not centuries, it's like decades, right? Decades. Like I said, it might not be centuries, but the fall of Eridu is something that is recent. Not really a very old thing in the Hollow Disaster sphere. Because Bell and Weiss is still young adults, right? Bell and Weiss are still young adults. Miyabi is still a young adult. The fall of Eridu is when they're like children. So the fall of Eridu is like a very recent huge disaster, apocalyptic disaster in the world of ZZZ, in the whole sphere of the apocalypse of Hollow Disaster. Yeah, a decade, 10 years ago, around 10 years ago. I've seen Chingy trailer. We cannot really see much from Chingy trailer. Like there could be like so many details not being left in. Like how old Chingy, like is there a Hollow Disaster before Chingy, or people are killing each other with robots and then Hollow Disaster strikes? Like there's so many things that is still like up there in theoreticals. The big disaster happened 10 years ago. Yeah, the fall of Eridu is like a decade old, right? Serve old civil like normal until desire more than them in combat. Oh, that could also be a possibility. Oh man. Okay. During ancient times and ancient times where there's already robots. Unless it's really true, there's no mention of centuries. Like I said, it's just theories, man. It's just theories. Because when it's a show, don't tell kind of stuff, you know? If we're being shown like there's a old generation of the Miyabi, of the Hoshimis, right? When you are presented with the fact that there's generations of the Hoshimi clan, do you really think that the Hoshimi clans founded like only when Miyabi is born? No, right? The grandparents of Miyabi, the grandparents of the grandparents of Miyabi. It doesn't have to be centuries. Like we just have to speculate that the Hollow Disaster is like a very long time disaster. Like have been going on for a really long time. Like we don't have to be presented with the fact that the Hollow Disaster started 100 years ago in this specific date. No, right? When we're being shown like the Hoshimi family is already fighting Hollows from the 3rd generation, right? So we can speculate that that's Miyabi's grandma or that's Miyabi's great-great-grandma. Also, robots can be like modified. I think if we already watch the 2.6 story, Arya is like her core memory is like being switched because she listens to Vesper, right? Wait, was it Vesper? I think it was Vesper, right? No. Oh, why do I say Vesper? What's her name? Mommy, Cecilia? Like, Arya comes back alive because she listens to Cecilia. So there's like an AI that's learning itself, like switch themselves the Cercia. Oh my goodness, what the fuck? Cercia. I just played the story like a week ago. How did I forget? Didn't the first Voice Hunter push the hollow back like 100 years ago? Like, there's no specific time. That's why there's like a debate on when does the hollow disaster starts. Okay. We have been off track. Okay, we are severely off track right now. We are okay. I'm sorry, guys. The lore talk is very fun, but we are severely off track right now. We have Billy swagging in front of us for like several minutes right for now. Let's get back to the topic here, right? Billy. Well, the lore really relates to Billy because he's a construct, right? But come on, we're digressing here. Let's see. Billy drip video. Okay, walking video. Billy walking. Billy when walk. Billy when walking. Whoa. Is that a detail? What is that? What is that? Okay. Look at that. There's lights on his forehead. I think it's where his horns came out. Oh, what's the point of the horns? Maybe we will get that detail in the story. So yeah, horns. I think they're going back to the horn male design. Like Dan Heng, right? You guys know Dan Heng from HSR, right? He has horns too, right? Maybe it's like, oh, this is like the starter team. Let's put horns in him. Like, what the fuck, dude? Kamen Rider drip, probably. Yeah. Okay, it's fine. Any other way, it's cool. It's still cool. It's still very cool. Is it really Lighter's scarf? Well, I think it's Billy's scarf. I think he just borrowed it back from Lighter, or maybe he has another one. I don't know. So who upgrade Billy, Grace, or Enzo? Please answer me. Okay, we cannot have that answer right now. We do not have that answer right now. Who upgrades him? Maybe it's just him upgrading himself. His arm is different, so he must have like pull it out and get another arm. So this is like, I guess this is the detail of Billy saying that he nerfed himself, or maybe, I'm sorry, Lighter saying that he holds back and not his full potential. I think this arm, his left arm, is like the detail about that, because him having a cannon, right? And having a blade, and it's just him holding back, is just putting on a normal arm and uses a gun. It's insane. Holy shit. There's a place for robust maintenance we found out since 2.6. Oh, I haven't seen that. Maybe his original combat parts? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, that's... okay. Maybe he stored his old arm and it kind of broke, so he now fixed it. So that's why he was holding back. No, I think he's holding back on purpose. I think it's just like fighting is too boring, and I'm just gonna hold back and use two guns because these two guns are being given to me by a friend, right? There's so many dialogues that no, not so many dialogues. There is a dialogue in 1.6. In 1.6 where Billy in like an idle moment of the story, he's saying like, maybe I should bring back my old threads, right? And I guess this is the old thread that he was saying. I think a change in style, like if you compare it to A-rank Billy design, I think A-rank Billy is just him being laid back. I think it's just a mellowed out combat construct. So it's just a combat construct who obsessed with Monica, obsessed with Starlight Knights. So that's why he uses a normal arm and then wears a sick jacket, a red jacket. While this is the locked in Billy. So let's see. Hopefully, this is the locked in Billy. Lore-wise, he was feared back then, and those guns are not his original weapon. He got goofy after because gang war was bad, and Teen Caesar lost her arm. Ooh. So it's like a traumatic experience, and like, I'm not doing this anymore. So you just go, you know what? A friend of mine gave me this gun, and I'm just gonna use this gun instead of my robot weapons. That makes sense. Locked in Billy plus Starlight Knight plus Sigma plus Bulgarian Stare plus Outer Ring Stare plus Sigma Alpha, something like that, right? High performance part require high maintenance than icons. And Nicole, that's true as well. High intelligence cast, right? More like high maintenance cast. I think that's the one. I think that's the dialogue that Nicole said in Billy's Billy trailer, in his trailer. Oh! Okay, here we go.
You really don't need to treat it so seriously. They're here.
You see those little thugs?
Can you guys hear that?
Go! Take them down!
Watch out! People on the skin. And it made using lost technology. Lost technology? That's a good one. More like I made its cost. Lost technology? That's a good one. More like I made its costs. The suppression capabilities. I was made using lost technology. Lost technology? That's a good one. More like I made its costs. That's what our boss would say. But I think it makes me sound cooler, like a pro.
More like high maintenance,
Oh,
guys.
my current boss is Nicole. Yep, the one with pink hair. 80 people with her suitcase. But Nicole wasn't always my boss. According to my memory
Yo,
bank,
John, what's up,
I used
guys?
to live in New Eridu's outer ring. Serving a Andy, like my boss, and in the end they decided to let me go. Then things went down and my first home fell apart. So I ended up an aimless combat weapon once again. I had a long talk with the people who were following my boss, and in the end they decided to let me go. Then, wow, hey Bullet, could you slow down a sec? I'm wrapping up here. Where was I? Oh, freedom. Yeah, so I had a taste of freedom, went on a journey alone. With 2 guns from a friend, I made New Eridu my fresh home. Amidst the chaos and strife, people needed someone who cares. Then, by weird twist of fate, I hooked up with the Cutting Hairs. I had no idea the ending would be so fast-paced, but no time for regrets now. If it helps me get out of this alive, I swear not to watch Starlight Night again! Oh, so close! What? I didn't know you're such lousy shots! I take my promise back. I can't wait to watch Starlight Night! Air-power-based area suppression capabilities. I was made using lost technology. Lost technology? That's a good one. More like I made its cost.
Okay, that's so funny. Okay, what else? What else? New boss element resistant change. Resistant ether to electric. What? Immediately Cisia nerf? Holy shit. Chromia combat event images. Oh wow. Okay, this is a leak. We're fighting Chromia. Are we getting a? Oh, it's the event. I forgot. It's just like the demo event. Starlight Billy animations. M6 Billy. Oh, look at that. Is that a tie? Oh, he wears the scarf. Let's see the gun here. Bro, look at that cannon, bro. Now, where does the blade come from? Want to meet Billy, your friend that gave him pistols? It's not Big Daddy, right? The bottom part there. Oh, this one? Oh, this one is the blade part? Or maybe over here is going to be like, there's a retractable blade over here. Because the gun is over here, bro. The cannon is up here. Apparently it turned into anything. Like, I'm not impressed, lol. Killer Moth from Teen Titans. Oh, I haven't watched Teen Titans in like a long while, bro. I do not know who that is. It looks like Anton weapons. No, no, not really. The round thingy. There's a lot of things to unpack here. He has red gloves over here. Red gloves, very interesting. Using gloves? Why though? Vash the Stampede. Oh yeah, Vash. That's his real hand. Real hand? He's a robot. Oh, you mean like a real hand, like his original parts. Sure. They changed the place of his chain. Yeah, he doesn't have the belt and chain anymore. I think just for mobility to drive a bike. Maybe not. Just a design choice, I guess. Could be just a design choice. Oh. Oh, let's see. Oh, look at that. Oh wait, this is the nozzle. This could be like where the okay, I think the cannon part is still like you can aim it with your hand, right? It's still the same. So this is like a very extra thing to have. Like, is that a blade then? It still looks very cool though. Oh, look at this pose, man. The chain is in his hand. Oh yeah, it is. Oh yeah, the chain is in his hand now. Damn. Starlight Knight belt is, I think the dev's keeping his like gimmick of being a Starlight Knight fan. Now, are the scarf different or not? I am not really sure though. Imagine playing double Billy, that would be insane. Insane. Playing double Billy. Enshin Ju. Enshin. This is definitely a henshin move. Change move. Change. Change. But he doesn't change. Oh. He has a slashing. There's a blade over here. As Billy silly, I think there's going to be a divide in the community saying he is silly, and then there's people who respect his name and say Starlight Billy. I'm the silly part though. I'm with Team Silly. I'm with Team Silly. Also, the blade is like retractable here. And then shoot. Oh! It opens. The hand cannon opens. Like those weapons can change forms? I think so. There's like the blade version and then the hand cannon version. Okay. There's so many discussion about the scarf. Hold on.
I may be slow.
Starlight, it's time to shine!
Where's Lighter?
I'm here, so we're good.
I think Lighter's scarf also has a lot of hair. Like a lot of like shred. No, Billy's scarf is much more shredded. and Lighter's scarf. Maybe Billy gave Lighter like a new set of scarf. Okay, I don't know about the lore about that, so. No way, they actually made an S-rank version of the same person. Sanbi, hello. Gave Lighter his champion scarf? Okay. Now, I think the lore behind the scarf is going to be explained, like the lore of 2.8. Hopefully we get that detail sooner or later. Ooh, I like the standing there. Ooh. He's using his cannon here. Cannon again. Oh, look at that. Oh, this is the blade. So it is like a retractable blade, right? Wonder if they do Nicole's S-rank. Oh, they might. Hopefully. Let's be hopeful about that.
Nothing ever happens. Nothing to do except look out the window.
It come out in the opposite end. His hand is over here. Oh yeah, so he's slashing with like an elbow move. Okay, let's go back. So basically, the blade came out from up top, and the cannon is like still on the bottom here. So yeah, it's like a blade cutter. If you play like Cyberpunk, you probably know. Those mantis arm, you know? Those mantis arm. Something like that.
How did you know we're approaching a curve?
I warned you, son.
I never listened to warning.
Ooh! Bike. Where's the bike? Ooh! Holy shit! Oh my goodness. Let's see the bike design. Damn!
I'll find a particularly exciting.
Which 1.0 faction A ranks would hypothetically get S ranks? Ooh. Paladons, I guess? If I would say, if something after the Cunning Crest would get an S rank, I think it would be like the Sons of Caledon. It cannot be the Bella Box. S rank Corin? Ooh. S rank Corin, yeah. I would be excited about that. S rank Corin. That's so clean. Oh my god, I'm just rewinding like bit by bit. I'm sorry. Oh, that tutorial just got duped. Billy doing donuts like Popeye's medal. I think it just goes with the bikers, man, because he's like an ex-biker, right? It has to be a popular era, so it might be Lucy. It could also be Piper somehow. Somehow it'd be Piper. I think the next popular A-ranks is actually like Orin, no? So if we're talking about like S-ranks after Cunning Hairs, it could be like Orin. Ben, sure. A bigger Ben, like he would be Ben because the S would be like a huge S for S rank. Excuse me. We need a new rank for Nekomata. It's a ultimate rare rank now. We have UR in ZZZ. Wow. Okay, hopefully this could be. Ooh, that is so cool though. Ooh. Alt animation. I paused at the correct time. Look at that. Is this the Kamen Rider reference? This is 100 100% a Kamen Rider Henshin, right? It's a card in his hand. He's going to put it in his belt. Dude, he's putting it in his belt. This is 100% Kamen Rider. This is a henshin, 100%. Hi, what's up, Professor? Oh, oops. I'm sorry. I was stepping out another window there. Look at Billy's face. Is that a mask? It is. Oh no, it's not a mask. It's just the lights just super heavy. Art on them. This is absolute cinema, man. Oh, look at that. Look how he dropped from his bike. Man got that leg, bro. Starlight Billy probably isn't the same fit in the champion is. Yeah, it definitely is different from the speculative, like Calydon times Billy. I think it's just going to be like. I think what comes back is actually like the equipment and some of his fit. I think his fit is like his own, right? His own custom fit. skipping Chisia, Idari, and Pomea for this guy. You're one of us, man. You're one of us. One of us. One of us. Ooh, what is this move? I think this happens after you ult. Is this EBA? I think this is just an enhanced basic attack for stun windows. Rider kick? He is kicking! He is kicking! It's the EX? Oh, I see. Okay. It's time to save up skippings for mommies. Just for Billy, base, man, base. Man. What is that? That is cool. Oh yeah, people are excited about this one. Can he push it? I get it. I get it. We see the fit, bro. We see you. We see the aura, man. We get it, Billy. We see everything, bro. Yeah, okay. We see those Jordans. We see the Jordans. We see the cape. We see the horns. We see it, man. We saw it. We all saw it. Come on. Can't have this much aura, man. This much aura, bro. Really sacrificing the paint job for the album cover. Feels the aura. And let Nicole know. He would be like auction. He would get auctioned to the market just to get like a few scrap of Danny's for Nicole. The kick though, look at this. Hee. Oh my goodness. Who paid for the bike? Pay? What do you mean pay? He just has it, man. He just has it. He doesn't pay. He just has it. He just have it. He just have bikes. Man, the absolute aura of this character, bro. Oh, feel it, guys. Feel it, feel the aura. Bro cannot have this much aura, man. Look, if we're talking about what's behind, like the fit and the bikes, let's just get that information in 2.8. Right now, we can only speculate, right? So, I'm excited now. I'm excited for the new story of 2 in 2.8 and how Billy got the fit, how Billy got the bike. We need to see. We just need to see. He may have had the bike since the old days. Oh, it's just park. It's just park. It was never used because maybe the fuel is going to tank Nicole's like financial. It's a gift by Lighter? Wow. Lighter has that much money? Amazing. Caledon had their own. Yeah, I think Caledon is like Harleys, right? A bunch of Harley bikes. Harley Davidson bikes. Suxil is gonna shine for 2 weeks before the inevitable wind chill. It's fine, man. I think when we talk about meta, it immediately like spirals downwards towards the characters will not be fun. But people tend to forget that you pull for the characters. I know there are people who pulls for meta. Like I said, it's just a subjective thing. I will M6 Billy just for character. I don't care if he's going to be like M6 but only get 20k in the future. It's still going to be Billy. It doesn't help that he shares the same element as Yushong. That's also kind of like awful to think about. Yeah. I mean, A-rank Billy is also physical, but when you think about it, it's far ahead. When the Yusheng Guang counter shield is finally popping up, man, it would be awful to play with A-rank Billy, with S-rank Billy. Oh my goodness. Also, the current like Rupture shield boss, which is Wandering Hunter, is resistance to physical, right? Man, we just cannot win, man. We just cannot win. I just in defensive? Of course, man. It's like back here. Whoop, whoop. Bing. Like we see the feed. As long as it's fun to play and doesn't age like Juyuan. Okay, Juyuan really do need like a combat update 100%. It's just annoying when it happens. Yeah, I guess that's the cost of playing gacha games. It's a matter of gameplay, it's nice fun, it's a character you like. Meta doesn't mean shit. Yeah, that's a good mindset to have, especially tackling gacha games, right? This is a bike or a shield. Look at that aura farm, dude. Oh, reminder. This is just the light defensive assist. So we still haven't seen the medium defensive assist and the heavy defensive assist. This is like the light defensive assist. This is not even the medium defensive assist and the heavy defensive assist. So there's like 2 animation missing here from the defensive assist. And I'm waiting for that animation. Hopefully there's going to be a full demonstration on Billy. Gabby was getting shafted for months. She finally gets a new teammate. Yeah, we're just waiting. Like, it's like playing a live service game is like just a bunch of waiting. Lighter defensive assist. Come on. Yeah, we don't see the medium or the biggest defensive assist. Billy has a motorbike. Feels the aura. This comment probably going to say mouth weak or something. Sucks that Lighter and Silly won't work together. I mean, Core and Billy and Lighter doesn't work together as well. Unfortunate, but yeah, it is what it is. We can still play them together though. We can still try and play them together. Just use the jank team, right? Playing jank teams. Yeah, they'll force it. That's what I mean. They'll force it. They'll just force it. It's for the culture. For the culture. The assist where he swaps in just gives away the enemy. Aura. 5 billion more years of depth for the gunning hairs, so nothing really changed. I sure hope Billy isn't fucking around with a bike. No, let's fuck. Silly or feel lighter? Oh, let's do it. Let's fucking do that. Yeah. Okay. Okay, impress. Do you know that Manato, Lighter, Orphe is one of my favorite teams in the game right now? Now, Lighter could not buff Billy whatsoever, right? But you know, we are just fine for Lighter and Orphe has the synergy. If it's just 2 of them, putting Silly over in the slot is just going to give more aura. Orphe doesn't buff either. What? Buff Lighter? I mean it's just an attack buff. I hope they rerun Lighter again. Oh, yeah, I really hope so. I really want his W engine, man. Akira slide. Yeah, I'm waiting for that. MJ style hip thrust. Oof. Ruiz's playable Pompey. Feels the aura. Really can get sheer from attack. I think that's something that should be changed. I think what you're trying to say, Milk, is this one, right? I think this is something that should be changed 100%, because if this is going to be the norm, a new support should be released very soon for Rupture, or a series of support like an A ranks and then an S rank or a defensive character, or even a stunner that is specific for Rupture. I hope they give Billy some voice lines. For SSC and cutting hairs like Sanbi. Hopefully. I still love this. I still love this comment, man. What do you mean Billy has a binding vow? It's probably Buck, yeah. Oh, we need a lot of quality of life for Rupture, man. We need more supports. We need more A ranks, like defensive stunners. We just need more variety for Rupture, so the class can be fun again. Still kind of new, yeah. That's the problem with Billy coming out as physical Rupture, because there's no variety. Currently, that's a key word there. Currently, there's no variety. Hopefully, in the future, we will get variety. Okay. Now, talking about Lighter and Orphe, now I really want to play that team. Aizuna on Shockstar.
Want to see the red scar?
Soldier Orphe! I'm not late, am I?
Let's do bare minimum.
Overfront! At your command!
I can become even stronger.
I see on energy regen. I need to farm more. Yes, here.
Take your time. I'm listening.
Hear me out, Lighter potential, unlock, boss Rupture. Cope. Well, not cope. Hopefully they do that.
Whatever you seek, I will devote myself wholeheartedly.
I can become even stronger. I'm
Overfront! At your command!
How do we do this? Okay. I hate priests, bro. Oops.
Coursing wind! An opening! Burn! I'm going all in! Yeah!
Oops.
I'm unstoppable!
Oops.
We're just getting started.
I bet.
Blazing sky!
Strategy! Relay combat! Maximum firepower!
Yeah, this isn't working.
Make way for the undefeated champion! Time for execution! Coursing wind!
Ah! What was that? That was so small.
Running away?
Too late! I pledge my honor!
Speaking of buses, when is Typhon going to return? I think he's not going to return forever.
I'm always down.
I'd like to request a donation or two for those polychromes. What, my polychromes? I refuse. Oh, Lamau, look at this team. Speaking of chills,
I may be slow, but I still have two
you know what?
fists to
I'm
swing.
too tired. I'm not going to do it. Spend 160 battery charge. And I don't want to do anything today. Let's just change the... How do we craft again? the battery. Wait, you need Denny's? Come on. Alright guys. There's not much information about Billy. Let me rescroll this. I don't think there is any. Oh, this is going to be spoilers. I don't want to go too far deep there. Investigating bug with Billy stats. Temporarily push a solution. Ooh. I'll read this later. Cold basic. Ooh. Is he still using his gun? That is so cool. That is so cool. That is so funny, man. I think Billy would still... If we're talking about this for Billy, I think a crit stat with a crit stat 2-piece would still be very worth it for Billy. Just like any other rock regions. Yeah, I think we're still just going to farm more crit rates instead of farming more HP. Thunder metal? What? The HP thing is a bug, yeah. We have to see it. Oh, bite mode eats HP? Burning HP will fuel his bite. That's a really cool concept. He has a bunch of shields. Okay. Billy Kid jackpot. Okay. I'm sorry guys, but it's getting really late for me here. So we might have to discuss this in a later streams, okay? So yeah. That's it for today. Thank you for watching. What do you guys think about S-rank Billy? Are you excited? Are you pulling? I definitely will. I'm 6. So yeah. That's it for today. I'll see you guys next time, okay? Bye bye. Definitely pulling and not pulling out. Alright. Peace.